Before we will start with our discussion, I will give you a brief moment to internalize the quote from Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Language is the source of misunderstandings. Hello again and welcome to another lesson of Media and Information Literacy. Today we will be discussing about media and information languages. The objectives of this class would be to evaluate everyday media information with regard to codes, convention, and messages. In regards with audience, producers, and other stakeholders. Lastly, to produce and assess the codes, conventions, and messages of a group presentation. First off, let us start with the definition of language. Language pertains to the technical and symbolic ingredients or codes and conventions that media and information professionals may select and use in an effort to communicate ideas, information, and knowledge. After all, we can convey any sort of information without following any convention or format. Media languages, codes, conventions, formats, symbols, and narrative structures that indicate the meaning of media messages to an audience. Moving on to technical codes. These include sound, camera angles, types of shots, and lighting. They may also include, for example, ominous music to communicate danger in a feature film, or high-angle camera shots to create a feeling of power in a photograph. In a more relatable example, if you have played the game Left 4 Dead, when the boss called Tank spawns, you will hear the ominous and overpowering music that is going to play in the background. Now, to symbolic codes. These include the language, the dress, or the actions of characters or iconic symbols that are easily understood. For example, a red rose may be used symbolically to convey romance, or a clenched fist may be used to communicate anger. Convention. In the media context, it refers to a standard or norm acts as a rule governing behavior. Messages. These are the information sent from a source to a receiver. Audience. Audience are the group of consumers whom a media message was constructed, as well as anyone else who is exposed to the message. Producers. These are people engaged in the process of creating and putting together media content to make a finished media product. Lastly, we have other stakeholders as well. These may be libraries, archives, museums, internet, and other relevant information providers.